Good day, everybody. It's time for Weather News with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. Today, of course, Wednesday, the 5th of December 2018. I'm not going to go over everything on this map. Early this morning, as I put out the watches and warnings last night, I will update them again as they come in. So far as Kentucky and West Virginia, Appalachian Trail, and the mountains up in this area, that's just about the way it was. But we do have a change for Oklahoma, Texas, and for Florida this morning. So we're going to go check out central Oklahoma. You were under a winter weather advisory last evening. This morning, you're under a winter storm watch, and it's in effect from Friday morning through Saturday evening. Expect heavy mixed precipitation, total snow accumulations of 2 to 4 inches, and ice accumulations of around 3/10 of an inch are very possible. Where the heavier snow accumulations will mainly be across northern Oklahoma, especially near the Kansas border. The heavier ice accumulations are expected to extend from southwest Oklahoma into central Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City. Once again, this is from Friday morning through Saturday night. And of course, you can probably go ahead and expect these power outages to pop up here and there with tree damage likely due to the ice, okay? And the road conditions will vary across Oklahoma and western North Texas depending on the ground temperature. So if you are traveling in any of these areas, I know all the salt trucks and scrapers will be out, but please be careful. Now for you guys in the panhandle of Texas, all up in this area, you may be in the 50s today, but your temperatures are going to fall. Probably by tomorrow, you will see mixed precipitation of snow and ice, and by Saturday, it should be all snow. So get right, Texas. Let's go check it out. You are under a winter storm warning also. And before we get all the details on Texas, I want to remind everyone, a few places have been added in here under winter weather advisories as the storm continues to move down from the south and then up the eastern seaboard area and eastern areas of the mid-Atlantic and on over to Tennessee. I will up those later this evening. But now let's check it out for the Texas Panhandle. The winter storm watch in effect from this evening through Saturday morning. Heavy mixed precipitation is going to be possible for you guys in the Texas Panhandle areas. Total snow accumulations of up to 2 inches. You're going to be a little better off than Oklahoma. And ice accumulations of 1/4 to 1/2 of inch possible. So looking like you're going to get more of the ice instead of the snow. And this is for the southern Panhandle, South Plains, and Rolling Plains area from Thursday evening through Saturday morning. You can also expect spotty power outages and tree damage due to all of the ice. I would guarantee probably somebody's going to lose power. And, you know, you can drive in snow, but ice is really hard to maneuver in. So if you're out and about traveling, please be aware. And for you folks over in Florida, you were under a frost watch advisory. Well, now it's a warning, so I want to check that out right quick this morning for you guys. Once again, you were under a freeze watch. Well, forget that. You're under a warning right now. Okay, it came in early this morning. You can expect temperatures 28 to 32 degrees between 3 to 5 hours, between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning is when it's going to be so cold, and this is going to impact parts of Florida and Georgia also, and I'll go back to the map in just a moment. Now, these freezing temperatures could kill vegetation and damage unprotected outdoor plumbing. You guys make sure your pipes are wrapped, okay? Now, you need to go ahead and take appropriate action, just like they're saying here. It should be taken to ensure that all of your flowers and your vegetation and even your pets, if you have any outdoor pets, have adequate protection from the cold temperatures. Young children, the elderly, and the homeless are especially vulnerable to this cold. So take measures to try to help them out if you can also. So it's going to be very, very cold, probably the coldest this area has seen all year. So when they're telling people in Florida to wrap their pipes, if I were you in these areas, I would wrap them. And right here you can see the map. If you're in this dark blue areas, whether you're in Georgia or Florida, this is where it's going to be so very cold. It's just going to slip up on you in the morning hours, okay? This has got Gainesville, Lake City. I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville itself doesn't feel it, but as we move on up Waycross area, any of these counties up in Georgia and Florida, please prepare for this cold that's coming your way coming up tomorrow morning. Now I've got a little section marked out here for you. This is starting Saturday morning around 1 a.m. in the morning about the snow that is coming from this system. We'll move the map around. You'll see how it tracks. But as you can see right now, we do have the snow. We do have the freezing rain and the mix of rain with snow in the panhandle of Texas and parts of Oklahoma, just as they have the warnings out. So please take heed to these warnings. This stuff is going to happen, and it's looking like lots and lots of ice will be on the front side of the system. Then the snow will grow in. Still in Saturday, as you can see how it's moving along. Mostly it's going to start out as rain, then it's going to turn to ice, then it's going to turn to snow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop it around Sunday morning around 3 a.m. Move it on down some. You can see by then that over in parts of Kansas, you can see right here, it's Kansas City. You guys, St. Louis, that's snow. And the snow has started up and down western North Carolina into the mountain areas of South Carolina and in northeastern Alabama, along with ice and a mixture of snow and rain. Now I'm going to pull this on down because you guys up in New York, you're still getting flurries. Excuse me here for this happening. You're still getting flurries from the Alberta Clipper that's moved offshore. So this hasn't reached yet, and I don't think it will. It's going to go offshore right up around New Jersey. That's what it's looking like right now. So we're going to move this on over some now and bring it down some, and we'll turn it back on. I don't know why this keeps happening, but we're going to turn it back on now. We're at 3 a.m. Sunday morning, 24 hours later, okay? And this system that is crossing, I want to emphasize again, it is expected to produce widespread precipitation north of the surface warm front as an abundant Gulf of Mexico moisture streams northward. All the models continue to show a signal for potentially heavy rainfall across portions of the lower Mississippi Valley and southeast for Saturday and Sunday. However, though, this low pressure, they're still not sure exactly what the track is going to be, okay? And therefore, the snow may track, as you can see, as it just did. This was Tuesday. Let's run it back a second. Going to run it back just a little bit. Okay, it might run a little bit. This is Monday at 10 a.m. We were thinking that by Monday it would all be gone, but it may not track as northward as they expected. That's what I was just talking about. Even in the Piedmont, who knows? I might see a snowflake. We're going to let it run by. Here's lunchtime Monday. We'll see. The system's just twirling around off the coast as it's moving on out, and up in New Jersey, parts of you guys, you're going to be getting wet snow. But look, it covers me too. So we're going to have to wait and see what the track itself does before we actually go predicting anything for all of the eastern coast of the U.S. Now we're going to wrap it up with the GFS map in place here, and I'm going to give you the general weather for what should be happening across the entire country. The GFS map is not the one for the snowstorm to go by. It's included, but it's a mixture of all the others put together. That's how this is bailing out. So what I have showed you earlier on the other maps is really more accurate when it comes to the snow that's going to be coming to the East Coast, okay? But this is very well for the West Coast right now. So thank you, Levi. Let's turn it on. And you know, we have a surge of cold air. Yeah, everybody knows it's cold, and it entered the central U.S. this morning with freezing rain and snow beginning by early tomorrow in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle, just like I've showed you. Now, precipitation in California is going to continue for the next few days, and this is because of a slow-moving upper level system. It's going to drop southward along the west coast, and that's going to bring heavy rain possible across parts of central and southern California, with the possibility of some flash flooding and debris flow concern, particularly over sensitive burn scar areas. Now, snow in the higher elevations of the Sierra Nevada range is expected, but accumulations should be fairly light. And the same system is going to spread low elevation rain and high elevation snow showers into the southwest and the southern Great Basin today as well. Elsewhere across the country, well, we got a sprawling surface high pressure. It should dominate, resulting in the relatively quiet weather pattern for much of the U.S. in most of the places. We've just got these certain places that's getting this energy going on. Now, temperatures across the eastern third of the country, as well as the northern Rockies, should be about 10 to 15 degrees below your normals, with a reinforcing shot of cold air entering the northern states today. Afternoon highs today may be 10 to 20 degrees below average across the northern and central plains and into the upper Mississippi Valley in the wake of a cold front stretching from the Great Lakes to Texas. Light snow for northern locations and light rain for southern locations will accompany this front as it works south and east today, with precipitation increasing in intensity by early tomorrow. Okay, now over in the mid-Atlantic early this morning, you might even see a few snow flurries on the border of North Carolina and Virginia. Up in those higher northern counties of North Carolina and the southern counties of Virginia, you might actually see some snow flurries, but not anything to get alarmed about, okay? And you may see a snow flurry here or there and a couple of snowflakes throughout the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles as it moves southward, but nothing should really start to intensify until tomorrow. Hey, please don't forget to subscribe. Click that blue subscribe button. You see it there in the right hand corner. If you click that for me, I'd appreciate it so much. Click the bell and check off the email notifications. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate them so much. Some of you have wrote me you're going to send me Christmas cards. That just brings joy to me that you can't imagine. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, no matter what it is. And everybody stay safe. Coming up this weekend, we know what's coming. And everybody in Florida and parts of Georgia, try to stay warm because tomorrow morning is going to be kind of nippy on you, okay? Make sure you got your pipes wrapped and your little animals are in and your vegetation and your flowers are all wrapped up or brought in. I love you guys. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Peace, love, and kindness to all. And thanks for watching.